Hey guys, welcome to QuadS Trading, and in this video here we will do our daily trades for January the 8th. But before we get started, do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I am giving away a free lifetime membership, which right now we have it for $250. You get the lifetime membership of all of our course material, any updates, you'll be getting all that, and you have access to all of our premium channels. So let's get started. So this one here, NLSP. It hit one of our SS4 trades, which is pretty much we identify resistance points in the past, and they tend to go to these resistance points. And then it just crashes right here, so you cover at this midpoint, and then you cover, or you can cover here at the purple line. So the first profit target, it was 126 per share, and the other one was 202 a share. Next one on the list is OST. Same thing, this one here is another resistance points that we identified in the past. So we nailed that one at 436, and then we covered here on the same candle. We covered for 134 a share, and then if you go to this purple line here, it's 186 per share. Then we'll go EONR. So this one here, it's an SS2 trade, and SS2 is minimum 75% from the close at 4 p.m., which we hit. So this was an entry right here, and then our stop loss is 333. So our stop loss is way up there. So if you go like this, there you go. So our stop loss would have been somewhere up in this area here, which is not didn't even go near. And then over here we identified an SS4 trade at 270. So we averaged up at 214. That means that we covered at 53 cents at the midpoint and 94 cents once we crossed that purple line. Then we have XHG. This one here was a little bit of a tricky one because it did a double pump. And it also had an SS4. So usually on these SS4 trades, they come like this, they come down. I was hoping that it would hit this purple line here, but it came back up. So we covered when it crosses. So you do a range order. Like once you're down here, we do a range order to cover at the blue line or take profit at this purple line. So we covered here for 53, and then double pump like this turns into what we call an SS1, and we took that over here at 201, and you could have covered right here at 43 cents. Or you could have covered right here at 82 cents right here like this at this purple line. So they don't all do straight up, straight down. Sometimes you gotta play them around. But with our strategies, it's very, very, very specific. It's you take it here. You could have taken a profit right here if you really want to. Like this would have definitely been a profit target if you shoot for the midpoint. So you could have joined like took profit here, and then wait till it pumps back up. So we don't do we don't take back at the same resistance point if it's in the same day. We usually don't. So it's like pump, and then if it came here, we just let it do its thing, and then if it pumps even higher, oh look at that, SS1 cover. So that's what's there. Silo was also a nice one. This one here, see how it just barely missed this pivot here. This is a red line is just slightly different a pivot than the resistance up here. So because it almost hit it, came down, we don't take it back the second time because often it'll pump higher, which is exactly what it did here. So it pumped higher. Boom, right here is our SS4 trade, or right here it could have been SS1 because an SS1 is one pump, two pump. So you could have entered right here for an SS1, and then you cover either at this yellow or at this purple over here for 84 cents per share, or this one here $1.17. And the last one that we did today was this one here. Same thing. This is a huge straight up, straight down. These ones are extremely hard to hit, and I'll be honest with you, I did not hit this one myself because sometimes the it happened within the same candle. So if it's like a minute, 2, 3, 4, 5, sure, you have about 3 minutes to identify this trade, but most times they just go up and down so fast that it's not possible. But I just want to show you guys this one here just because it did exactly what our patterns do as an SS2 trade. Boom, right here, crash down. If you look at this here, 163, right? So this was a nice 141 per share and a 213 per share if you went to that purple line. And then I'll just show you a few other trades that did our pattern, but we don't trade them because they didn't do all of our checklist. So for example, this one here, we identified a resistance point right here. However, from the close of the day before, it's only up 55%. So we do not do this. Our minimum here is like the 75 to 100%. So that's why I didn't take the trade. And there was no resistance points up here. So there's no SS4. there's no SS3. That one there is when it shoots really high. And then we have an SS1, which it didn't do that double upper pump, so we just let that one go. But as you can tell, it did its exact pattern that we're looking for. The other one is ABST. Definitely not ABST. Sorry, ABSI. ABSI. There you go. So this one here did an SS1, right? Pump number 1 comes up, pump number 2, you enter here, cover, cover. But if we go in the stock analyzer, and I would put stock ABSI, and we'll have a quick look here. We have some very specific rules. So for one, ownership has to be under 50%. This is 62. And the short interest, we like that under 10. And that was a 13. So two red flags that are like big red flags. We did not do this trade here. And the news was, AI drug related. We don't really care about the news unless it's FDA approval. But because of these two red flags here, it was a no trade for us. And then the other one is Cure. Cure did a pump. It pumped up to an SS4, but if you do this here like this, you're at 144. However, we do it in a stock analyzer. I'll show you why we did not take this trade, because if you did, you would have been stopped out at 333. You go right here, so you just barely would have gotten stopped out. And if you entered here, you would have gotten out right here, so you would just, you would have probably broke even if you went to the to this purple line. You would have a little bit of profit, very small, but because of the stock analyzer, it told me not to take this trade, and it pumped once, pumped twice. This is an SS1 entry right here. Sure, it's going to play around this blue line, and it's going to come right back down, midpoint, purple. So even though these trades, we don't do them because of the stock, they still do the pattern. So we'll have over the Discord real quick, /talk CURR. And if you look at this here, there's not a lot of information for the finances on Yahoo Finance. That's where this information gets pulled. If you look here, 34 months of cash flow. We don't do anything over 30. So right there is a red flag, no go. And everything here is low. We want everything here high. So it's probably low here because there's no information on anything about the stock, so we just skipped it. And it also had some AI call center solution. Like we said, don't care about the news, but just the fact that we didn't have any information about this stock, we decided not to take this trade. So if you guys like these patterns, do head over to my Discord. It is in the description below. Do subscribe, hit the like button, because I do have, once we hit 100 subscribers, we will give away one free lifetime membership. And that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.